housing. Make sure your cattle are safe and secure. Dose with System X and lock out worms.
No artificial additives makes your play the supernatural yogurt. Don't dip a spoon into anything less.
With Joker's Delight, the new game from the National Lottery, just match 3 amounts or 2 amounts and a joker, and you could win yourself a king's ransom. Now that's something to smile about.
Die Autobahn noch 70 Kilometer weiter.
Und jetzt hol mal das Vollblas hier.
Ihre Sportgruppe, lass mich ein Autogramm holen.
Ich sta toll, hol mich auch noch Fotos.
Nein, nein, nach links.
Fotograaf ook heel wat, niet alleen zo.
Die witjes zitten, hospedeel hadden ze wie, daar zegt er gelogen. Dat is misschien een pijn.
Warm up with CDL, Ireland's largest coal company. CDL coal is no ordinary coal. It's the highest quality, best value and widest range in the country. Try CDL Coalite for a high heat fire without smoke. Just one of our superior quality coals.
CDL quality coal.
We've the news summary on One Now with Michael Murphy.
Good afternoon. Officials in Algeria now say that at least 23 people were killed and almost 300 injured in last night's earthquake. It registered 6 on the Richter scale. Most of the casualties were in the Tipaza region to the west of the capital, Algiers. 4 people died of heart attacks in Algiers, and about 100 others were injured trying to get to safety. A group of Conservative MPs has rejected an attempt by 25 Labour MPs to force all the police officers involved in the original Guildford 4 investigations to be suspended. The Conservatives have tabled an amendment to a Labour motion saying that, as the case is now the subject of an inquiry ordered by the government, it would be prudent to await its findings and any proceedings arising from it, rather than to jump to what they described as intemperate and ill-considered conclusions. The Labour ministers from the 12 EC member states, including the Irish Minister Bertie Ahern, are in Brussels for talks on the Charter of Workers' Rights. Several countries are said to oppose some of the clauses in the Charter. Mr. Ahern is believed to be concerned about a provision which challenges the idea of a factory being a one-union house, but the strongest opposition is expected to come from Britain. Sterling is maintaining its value on the London markets. The Bank of England intervened again this morning, following Friday's instructions issued by the new Chancellor, Mr. John Major, to support the currency in an attempt to avoid another rise in interest rates. The Financial Times 100 index of British shares was up 20 points shortly after business started. It dropped by 47 on Friday. More than 3,300 people are taking part in the 10th Dublin Marathon. Traffic diversions are in operation along the route and delays can be expected. The East Link Bridge has closed and is due to reopen at 2 o'clock. Many roads in the Stevens Green area will remain closed to traffic until late this afternoon. And that's the news for the moment.
A very good afternoon to you. In contrast to the rest of the holiday weekend, it's been a very pleasant day so far over most parts of the country. Virtually ideal conditions for today's Dublin City Marathon and other outdoor events. However, it's not all good news. There will be some showery outbreaks of rain spreading into western areas during the afternoon, and this will extend across the country to all parts later. Now, at the moment, we have a weak ridge of high pressure over the east of Ireland. This is giving quite pleasant conditions, but it is moving eastwards, and off the west coast we have a showery trough. That's also pushing eastwards, bringing showers or outbreaks of rain to western areas. So for the rest of the day, well, there will be some further bright spells over the eastern half of the country, but cloud will tend to increase all the time from the west, bringing outbreaks of rain or showers to western coastal counties. And this showery rain will extend across the country during the rest of the day. There may be some local pockets of heavy rain about. Afternoon temperatures in the range 12 to 15 Celsius, well up to normal. Winds picking up from a south or southwest direction, getting up to force 6, possibly force 7 there along the west coast. Overnight tonight, temperatures dropping in many midland areas down to 4 or 5 Celsius, so a touch of frost in these parts of the country. Elsewhere around the coast, temperatures that bit higher, winds dropping off to especially overland from a southwest direction. Some further showers, chiefly affecting northern and western coastal counties, good clear spells elsewhere. Tomorrow's temperatures down a bit on today's values, winds continuing quite strong from a south-southwest direction, and otherwise a mixture of sunshine and showers, some of those showers turning out to be heavy and possibly thundery. That's your weather line for the moment. From me, a very good afternoon to you.
Network 2's Bank Holiday Matinee Supergirl will be starting in just under half an hour at 1 o'clock. Here in One Now, Sports Special continues.